I wasn't even gonna make a video talking about COVID. I wasn't gonna make a video talking about the corona because, at this point, shit is so fucking obvious that if you need a YouTuber to point out to you how obvious shit is at this point, then you deserve whatever happens to you. I mean, they're not even trying to hide this crap, man. Like, when COVID first came out, you know what I'm saying? People thought it was a joke. People treated it like a joke because it wasn't really all that bad. Yet suddenly now that more people than ever have gotten, it's crazy. They tell you, okay, get the COVID vaccine, and if everyone's vaccinated, then this problem is going to go away. Then they come out and say that that vaccine didn't work. Like everybody got the vaccine, but more people were getting COVID. So then they have another vaccine. And I didn't take that shit myself, but from what people tell me, because I know a lot of people that have been vaccinated, they'll get the first vaccine, and then they say, I gotta go back next week to get my second one. And I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? You need two vaccines now for one fucking virus? And he's like, oh no, you actually need three. Like, are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? So, you need triple the vaccination dosages for a virus that, when you compare it to other viruses, kills way less people. I mean, the bubonic plague wiped out 75% of Europe, and I think for the bubonic plague there was only one fucking vaccine, and that came out hundreds of years later anyways. Yet for this COVID shit, that's probably the weakest epidemic we've ever seen in history. They want everybody to wear masks. They want to take away your freedom of travel. I mean, this is shit that when the Soviet Union did it, because let me tell you guys some history real quick. Okay? In the 1900s during the Cold War, the Soviet Union implemented a policy that where you couldn't even leave your own city unless you presented your paperwork. And then Stalin taught that to fucking Mao Zedong, and he implemented that in China. And fucking Mao taught that to Kim Il Sung, and Kim Il Sung implemented that in North Korea. In North Korea to this day, you still can't leave your own city without special paperwork. Yet they're trying to say that if you don't have the COVID vaccine, you can't even fucking travel on the plane and leave your. And they're trying to make it mandatory. This is what the fuck I mean. Like, if people don't get it by now, like, if people think this shit is normal, if people think this shit is okay, if you people think that becoming the Soviet Union is a good thing, and this is a guy with the hammer and sickle as his YouTube avatar. Like, if you guys think that Soviet Union like policies is a good thing in the long run, then I don't know, man. There is no hope for you. But the purpose of making this video, with that little rant out of the way, so they told everybody, oh, get one vaccine and, the problem is going to go away. The problem didn't go away. It got worse. Cool. And then they tell people, oh, you need two vaccines and then the problem's going to go away. We're going to defeat the corona, yet it still gets worse. Cool. Now they're telling people you got to get three different fucking vaccines, and there's all different types of companies and pharmacies with their own vaccination. One's better than the other, one's worse than the other. So you got more vaccines for the virus than any other virus that has ever existed in human history, yet somehow fucking corona is increasing. Think about this shit logically, people. Corona is increasing even though there's more medication for it than any other virus that has ever existed. And more restrictions on travel than any other. Like, let's play the video. Let's play the video.
Is in this country. For the first time in months, COVID cases nationwide now on the rise. Authorities are pointing to the changing of the seasons, more Americans indoors and near one another. 22 states tonight seeing spikes from Colorado to New Mexico to Michigan. What they're now seeing in the ICUs, and where they're now also seeing the number of vaccinated patients in the hospital ticking up too. Some now calling for boosters for 18 and older immediately. And ABC's Kana Whitworth from Colorado.
But people, then this is what the fuck I mean. So, I already see the narrative. He's trying to say that because people were getting closer, the virus is spreading again. But if vaccinations stop viruses, how is it that with everybody getting the vaccine, the virus just keeps on spreading? Like, if it contradicts, it is not true, people. COVID cases are rising in 22 states when a lot when people when most people had a fucking vaccine. Like it's fucking crazy. But let's keep watching.
Tonight, for the first time in 10 weeks, the country is seeing an overall increase in new COVID cases, fueled by those 22 states seeing a surge in infections.
Our hospitals and ICUs are filling up with patients who are going on ventilators, and many of them die.
Hospital admissions are climbing in 14 states from the southwest to the east. Detroit seeing their fourth surge.
With people starting to make plans for the holidays to get together, I think it's an important time just to let everyone know that we've got to stay vigilant.
From New Mexico.
We've been staying vigilant, motherfucker. And, you know, I'm not even gonna yell at this guy. Like, you really can't yell at media because media, they're just puppets, right? They're below the people that are below the people that are below the people pulling the strings. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get mad at the media. You can't get angry at the doctors. You know, because they're doing their job, right? It's his job to report what he's told to report, and his doctor's jobs to give as many people the vaccine as possible. So you really can't even get angry at the puppets. And really, you can't even get angry at the puppeteers. You know, personally, I choose to get angry at the sheep. Because anybody with a brain can just take a look at what the fuck is going on. How are cases rising? How are more people getting COVID when people got the fucking vaccine? How are people with the like, this is the thing that that this news article isn't telling you, right? Because it's mostly people that have already gotten the vaccine that are getting COVID. Like, I don't think they say this in this video, but people like me that don't have any vaccinations, we ain't getting the shit. It's the people that got the shots. Like, it's fucking insanity. They tell you, yeah, get the shots. Give up your freedom of travel to get the shots. Give up your rights to get the shots. And yet the fucking cases are rising. This is just crazy.
Mexico to Colorado, hospitals.
The only reason I'm even making this video is because I saw a comment in my last video that kind of ticked me off, man. Like, they're not even hiding the shit. You know, it's crazy.
Forced to activate emergency standards of care, some running low on ICU beds.
If your hospital beds are already filling up, you said it's going to look like a battlefield hospital in there very soon.
Yeah. Just this week we did a
Battlefield
walkthrough
is coming,
adding
right?
curtains between beds
no
in order
idea.
to add more beds, more ventilators.
Experts believe this new surge is fueled by the unvaccinated, waning immunity from the vaccine, and colder weather as people spend more time indoors. Maddie Akia was unvaccinated when she got COVID. She's now on a machine, struggling to breathe.
It's horrible. Sorry.
So they're going to paint the picture that, because the example they used, a chick that doesn't have the vaccine, but there's a lot of people that got the first shot, the second shot, the third shot. You know, every fucking vaccine for the shit imaginable, if they're still getting sick. Like, and understand something, people. Like, you can't make this shit up, man. This is just crazy. When was this video made? So this video was also made recently. Ironically, after the video I just posted. You know, it's crazy, man. They tell you, oh yeah, get the vaccine and COVID will go down. Millions of people have already gotten the vaccine, at least in America. Yet the shit is rising, the cases are rising. You gotta be fucking shitting me.
I just see my wife as this really strong woman and seeing her so weak and struggling. It's something I wouldn't ever wish upon anybody.
We have to remember the families that are still going through this every day. Kana Whitworth back with us tonight. And Kana, I know we heard from doctors at one hospital in the...
I mean, this is just crazy, man. The crappiest virus known to humanity that has a mortality rate of less than 1%. All the fucking laws are changing. All the freedoms are getting taken away. You gotta get 3 vaccines instead of 1. And the shit is rising. A shitty fucking virus, but it's rising even though people, for the most part, got the fucking vaccines. And mark my words, people. I'm gonna predict this right now. that even after the vaccines become mandatory, you're still going to see a rise in COVID. Like, the initial corona crisis was the calm before the storm. We're going to see the fucking storm soon. This is just crazy. Because at some point, people are going to... Even the sheep, right? Like, even the sheep. Like, sheep are fucking retarded. They don't know anything. They just blindly do what they're told regardless. But even the sheep are going to realize something is wrong. Like, wait a minute. We've done taken the 4th vaccination, yet the cases are still going up. What's the big deal? Is my omniscient government lying to me again? What's going on? Like, eventually even the sheep are going to start, you know... It's going to be bad. But let's finish the video.
Detroit area, where they're seeing something else. You know, for so long now, we've heard that the patients who are showing up in these hospitals are unvaccinated. But in Detroit, at one hospital, they said up to 30% are actually patients who were fully vaccinated. And a lot of folks are going to say, does that point to the waning of these vaccines? And
so let me say this as best as I can, because I want to say this in a way that's not going to get me in trouble with the wrong people. Vaccinations work. They do the job that they are intended to do. Okay? The job that they are intended to do, however, is not necessarily what they tell you the job of a vaccine is. So, it's not so much that the vaccine is waning. Understand something. The 30% of people that have all those vaccines that still got the COVID, the vaccine isn't waning, right? The vaccine did exactly what its job was to do. And unfortunately, like, again, he just proved my point. A third of the population is vaccinated, yet the cases are rising. COVID cases were going down, yet on the 10th percentage, on the 30th percentage, now it's all going up. You can't make this shit up, people.
does it lead into this argument being made that...
I don't know about you, man, but there is an obvious hole in these stories. I'll let you guys figure it out.
there needs to be boosters?
Well, that's exactly right, David. So what a lot of doctors are saying is that it is possible these patients were vaccinated early and now their immunity is in fact waning. It's also possible that these patients have
Wait, what? Did she just say that the patients that got the vaccinations, their immune systems have gotten weaker after getting the vaccine? You're allowed to say that on national TV now? You're allowed to say that vaccines make your immune system weaker? Wow, they really aren't trying to hide this shit anymore. 10 years ago, that used to be a secret. Now you just got random fucking news reporters just saying that on national TV. Wow.
Underlying medical conditions that also compromise their...
It's like they know they don't gotta hide anything anymore. Yet people still act like this information is hard to find.
Immune system, and that is something that the doctors here in Colorado are echoing, and that's why they've gone around the FDA. They're now encouraging all adults in this state to get their booster shots and to do it now. David?
We know that's what they're seeing in Detroit, there in Colorado, and we await the national picture. We wait for more numbers on all of this.
You know, fear is one of the greatest tools to use against the sheep. You know, because it just works so well. Like, the sheep are so cowardice that even just a little bit of fear, you can make them do anything. It's crazy. This is the least lethal virus we've ever seen. Less than a 1% mortality rate, yet people were panicking and just falling for the bait, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Alright, well, that being said, I'm not gonna ramble on too much longer. Like, I mean, it's one of those things, the people that get it, they're gonna get it, and the people that don't get it probably never will. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Leave your comments down below, agree, disagree, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.